Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new spin on the Can Turkeys Fly? Our next guest, Stuart Rosenblum, says only kosher turkeys can fly. We got it all here on the Big 550 KTS. Good morning, Stuart Rosenblum.
Good morning, McGraw. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are rates doing?
Rates are staying steady. There's some movement in the market that would push rates up, but somehow, for some reason, it stayed calm. So I still think that opportunity to get in at the low rates are there.
You told me an unbelievable story off the air. Can you tell that story on the air?
There was a individual who is a listener of this station as well as some other minor stations.
Yes, shame on him.
And he has listened to our show. He's listened to you.
Right.
And he wanted to contact me. Somehow, some way, he contacted another institution that's also all over the airways.
Right.
Thinking, well, you know what? If they advertise a lot, they're probably pretty good, and they've been around. Went to closing. There were $3,700 in fees on that loan. Mm-hmm. He closed his loan on Thursday.
With somebody else.
With that institution.
Paying $3,700 in fees.
$3,500.
Okay.
Was bothered over it. Calls me Friday afternoon and says, look, I know I should have called you to begin with. I always hear about what you have to say on the radio. Mm-hmm. I didn't do it because I thought the other guy, he's all over the radio, so I tried him. And this is bothering me. Can I do something about this? And I said, well, you know
hold
what?
on a second. He had already closed on the loan.
He already closed on the loan.
Okay.
He called me, and I said, you know, we can give you the same exact rate with no fees, and you'll save yourself $3,700. I said, he says, you can do that? I said, yeah. You have a document that you signed at closing with it's called a rescission document, your right of rescission, and you can sign it and send it over to the title company and inform them and your lender that you no longer want to continue with the loan. And he says, well, the loan officer told me that at closing, so apparently they didn't know about these fees, even though they got the loan estimate. You know, it's hard to read these documents sometimes.
Right.
And he went ahead and closed, and he said, yeah, you can wait 3 days, no problem. And he called me, and he rescinded, and we did the application Sunday afternoon, and we're closing, I think, next Monday.
So he's going to reclose with you, and you're going to save him $3,700.
$3,700. Not only that, but when you borrow 75% of the value of the property, the rate's a little bit better than if you borrow 80% when it comes to taking cash out on your home.
Okay.
So he was only getting 75% with that company. He's getting the same rate with us at 80%, taking more cash out, which would have cost him even more with that other company and no fees.
But because he's under the fee, because the $3,700 fees plays with the numbers, he gets a better deal.
No, well, I don't think the $3,700 he was paying with the other company.
Yeah.
If he would have gone above the 75%.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So he changed the loan with you. He's borrowing more with you.
Right. He's borrowing more, which would have been a higher rate with the other company and even more fees.
Gotcha.
And we're giving him the same fee at 75%. For free with the bagel loan.
Now, you do this for only select people?
Do it for everybody.
That was a trick question. So explain this once again. There are people listening who don't understand you don't charge any fees.
If your loan amount is over $150,000, there are absolutely no closing costs at all. You don't pay for an appraisal fee. You don't pay for title fees. You don't pay lender fees. Nothing. The only thing you have to worry about is your escrows, your taxes, and insurance, which will get refunded from your prior loan.
Yeah, simple
That's
as
it. It's simple as that.
So no fees, but they do have to put up with your sense of humor.
Well, yeah, it's a New York sense of humor, McGraw. We talk about turkeys.
You have a good sense of humor.
314, what is the phone number? 314-324-4400.
4440, close
4440. 314-324-4440 or Stewart'sAMC.com. Now, when they call, it's a maze of phone trees, and they're going to end up with somebody in India?
That's my cell phone number. I've been doing this for 30 years. That's very funny. It actually happened to me yesterday. I got somebody in India, and they kept reading back the script over and over again. It had nothing to do with what I was asking them. You get my personal cell phone. I've been doing this for 30-plus years. Anytime, 7 in the evening, 9 o'clock. I've even had calls at 2 o'clock in the morning.
But you jack the rates up when you give them the no fees.
Like I said in the previous case, it's the same exact rate, no fees.
See, simple as that. 314-324-4440 or Stewart'sAMC.com.